Welcome back, watch fans. We've got some breaking news from the world of Rolex. That's right. Rolex prices are going to be heading much lower. That's right. The Rolex market is about to collapse, especially on the steel models. Why is that happening? Well, a couple things. In case you don't know, Morgan Stanley. That's right. The very famous, well-regarded Wall Street firm has put out a report saying that Rolex prices are going to be, Rolex prices are going to be heading dramatically lower. Why is that? Well, actually, they didn't quite say Rolex prices are going to be going much lower because, they want to be kind of diplomatic. Now, they've actually been covering the watch market for a couple of years now, which is quite interesting because they do see it as an asset class, and because all the tomato cans, crayon eaters, and window lickers. That's right, the window lickers who are coming here to lick these windows. Mr. Brainwash, what a grift! What a grift! Could you imagine this tomato can, Mr. Brainwash, and these other so-called graffiti artists? These guys don't even do their own work. That's right, they got factories of Chinamen who are actually making these paintings. Okay, they get these guys from the famous, there's a famous city in China which has, thousands of artists. So they ship these guys over here, and, they put these things together on an assembly line. Now, actually, I met a guy a number of years back through my dealings who was one of these, one of these graffiti guys. And you know what? Back in the 70s, this guy was spray painting subway cars. Back when the subway cars in New York were sprayed with graffiti, and this guy actually told me that he would steal the spray cans. That's right, he didn't even buy the spray cans. He would steal them. And today, this guy's making like I think about $10 million a year plus, because his so-called artwork selling for like 50 grand plus. And I actually saw his little factory. He's got all the stuff tacked up on the walls, and he goes through it like an assembly line. It's like probably takes him, maybe an hour and a half to finish each painting. He's got an assistant. He actually can't do it himself because he's got some eye problems, he told me. His hands are jittery. Now, he's an older guy. But the guy's made probably $50 million. He's probably liquid for $50 million plus now. Sorry, back to I got sidetracked. Let me get back to the Rolex story, because I'm sure all of you want to know what is happening with the world of Rolex. And what is happening, my friends, is the Gigafactory is going into full blast, full production. At the same time, inventories are stacking up, and that was the gist of the big report from Morgan Stanley, basically saying that the secondary market, that's right, the Muppet boiler rooms, those Muppet boiler room channels, the guys with the Tweety Bird hair, the the Tweety Bird haircut guys, the possums, the what are they called? The backwoods preachers. I can't get. What I'm talking. All these tomato cans out there. They're sitting with a ton of inventory right now. Inventories for Rolex are up 25%. For Patek and AP is 30%. And what's happening is that these guys are going to have to, drop their prices very, very soon, because that inventory keeps stacking up. There is less demand, and at the same time, there's double whammy. That's right, my friends. There's a big double whammy. You know what that is? Look, nothing in the window. You know what the double whammy is? The production has started. Those gigafactories are cranking out full capacity. if you just go on YouTube, you're gonna see, all these crayon eaters making videos saying that, oh yeah, I got my Submariner with no weight. Got it the next day. I got my Submariner the next day. What is that telling me? That is telling me, my friends, that the production is actually much bigger than we anticipated. That's right. They have not only they have the robots, they have little Chinese kids who are making Rolex full time, 24/7. That's right. These kids, these 6-year-old kids are making these Rolexes like literally around the clock. I mean, the Swiss are exploiting child labor like you would not believe. It's disgusting. But yeah, so what's happening is, while inventories have been creeping up, the supply is increasing. At the same time, you know what happens? A funny thing happens. Is that, nobody wants what they can have, right? So now that we know that the supply is plentiful, the punters are starting to cancel orders. That's right. Unbelievable but true. The punters are canceling orders. The punters are canceling those orders because, you know what? Nobody wants what they can have. People want to lick those windows. So this is very, very bad for the Rolex punter market. That's right. The punters are going to be flooded with Rolex. Now, a couple of other things are happening. So you have supply is plentiful now, okay? Supply is plentiful. It's not just me saying it. It's not my nephew Kino. It's not even Carlito Brigante, from Miami, aka Juan. Carlito Brigante from the boogie down Bronx, who survived being shot by Benny Blanco, and now he's living in Miami making watch videos. This looks like some sort of a porno shoot. Unbelievable but true. My friends, hang on a second. This is some crazy stuff going on here. Excuse me, still here in Beverly Hills. Here we come to the famous road, Beverly Drive. Just had a nice lunch. We have some bregue here. Let's take a look at this bregue. Oh yeah, bregue, yeah. So, so basically, my friends, I keep giving you the interruption, but we're doing a nice, relaxing walking tour as I'm walking off the lunch from Nate and Al's. What's happening, my friends, is that there's three things that are stacking up that are very bad for the watch market. Number one, supply is now plentiful. You can see from just the evidence that all the crayon eaters are putting out videos saying that, hey, there's the famous Peter Marco, the guy who's on Mr. What's that producer, Michael? Unbelievable but true. So the supply is plentiful. The crayon eaters are putting out videos saying that they got their watch the next day. At the same time, the supply on the secondary and also the new boxes is plentiful. It's stacking up. Inventory is up 25%, and which is a big number because look, these guys need to turn over that inventory like clockwork. They got to keep turning it. They got to keep churning it. On average, you're supposed to have, I don't know, I think 10 turns a year of your inventory, right? So that's how you make the money on the volume. You're gonna have your inventory turnover, at least once really like once a month maybe, right? And when it slows down, it affects a lot of things. A lot of these Muppet boiler room channels also are leveraged. A lot of them took out loans. A lot of the inventory is financed. And there's going to be systemic risk, because when some of these guys start going bust, there's that counterparty risk. That's right. They're going to pull down the other Muppet boiler rooms with them. This is not an isolated thing, because once one Muppet boiler room fails, the other ones start to feel it. Because how does that work? Well, imagine if a Tweety Bird doesn't pay droopy dog eyebrows, or the monkey eyebrows. Then monkey eyebrows can't pay the other guy, or vice versa. That's how these things happen. That's kind of like what happened with the back in the whole great financial crisis, right? Once you have one big guy fail, they can take a lot of people down with them, and I think we're going to see that. We're hearing rumors already that a couple of the Muppet boiler rooms are about to go bust. That's right, they're about to go bust. You have some of these guys doing these, what do they call these, raffles? I mean, this just shows you how desperate things are. Desperate times. We're in desperate times in the boiler room land. So, my friends, this is to tell you, do not pay retail, okay? In Asia, a lot of the submariners, the GMTs in gold, they're selling for below list. They're selling for maybe 20% below list. And that is the canary in the coal mine, okay? That's the canary in the coal mine. When those things start selling below list, it's only a matter of time before the steel starts selling below list. That's the way it always used to be. Believe me, these submariners, these GMTs, there's nothing special about these watches. I mean, these things are, they're basically like Tudors, right? It's the same thing. And we're gonna see an epic collapse of at least, I would say 20. I would say we're good for 20%. I would say 20%. So 20% discount on new models. That's right, 20%. You heard it here first. 20% on new models, and for gold, it's going to be 30%. It's going to be the old 30% off of retail. That's the way it used to be, and that, my friends, is the situation. So don't be a window licker or a crayon eater, okay? If you want to buy one of these watches, you gotta negotiate hard, okay? And demand a discount discount of at least 25% off of the retail price. Okay, my friends, that is all I have. That is all the time I have to give you this amazing update from the world's greatest channel, out there. Make sure you subscribe. And by the way, if you want a review of your collection, that's right, this channel will give you a review. We'll review your watches, just no shitters. So send your email with photos or video if you want to make a video of your collection too. brutalwatchreviews@gmail.com. brutalwatchreviews@gmail.com. And I'll see all of you on the next one.